Time now for the morning rush. The Santa Fe police officer and an innocent driver are dead after a carjacking turned kidnapping, then chase. Police say around 11 o'clock yesterday morning, officers were called after a man stole a woman's car at knife point with her still inside. Police chased him north in the southbound lanes of I-25. It ended in this horrific scene. Police say the kidnapped woman was able to escape and was taken to the hospital.
As police are still trying to hunt down the suspect, the officer who was killed has been identified as 43-year-old Robert Duran. Duran had been with the department since 2015 and leaves behind a wife and two teenage sons. Investigators have not identified the suspect, but say that he was wearing a red shirt, black pants, and a black jacket.
Jolene Duran and her husband were driving north on I-25 near Santa Fe when they saw the stolen car being chased by Santa Fe police at high rates of speed. Duran's husband was barely able to pull off onto the shoulder, narrowly avoiding the crash themselves.
It was also a somber scene last night as a convoy of law enforcement officers from around the state escorted the body of Officer Duran from Santa Fe to the medical investigator's office in Albuquerque. Officers and deputies from APD and BCSO also took part in that procession.
We will, of course, bring you the latest on the search for the suspect and the investigation. Follow along right here on KRQE News 13, online and on our KRQE News app as well.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. Temperatures this morning are cool, so wear the layers. Will be mild again this afternoon, but a bit breezier.
This morning, the United Nations says 1 million refugees have fled Ukraine in just the past week. Back in Ukraine, officials say more than 2,000 civilians have been killed. The International Criminal Court is now investigating Russia's possible war crimes and crimes against humanity.
Looking ahead, hearings will begin in the coming weeks in the confirmation of President Biden's Supreme Court pick, Ketanji Brown Jackson. Those are scheduled for March 21st through the 24th. Now, if confirmed, Jackson will become the first black woman to serve on the Supreme Court.
New Mexico health officials are shifting away from tracking COVID based on the number of known cases in favor of focusing on how the virus is affecting the community. The updated approach shows a declining proportion of hospital beds occupied by COVID patients. Next week, the DOH will reveal a plan on how to live with COVID moving forward. Erica.
Here's a look at the threat index. It's low today. We do have cool temperatures this morning, but it will be just a breezy afternoon.
A building that has seen a few recent fires went up in flames again last night. Albuquerque Fire Rescue battled the fire in southeast Albuquerque near Central and Wyoming. Well, that building was under renovation, and fortunately no one was there. Well, the department has not released a cause of that fire.
Attorneys are arguing over how long an Albuquerque 13-year-old should spend behind bars if he's convicted of murdering a fellow middle schooler. Alonso said those attorneys says that because he's only 14, his sentence should be capped at 2 years. Prosecutors, though, believe that he should be locked up until he turns 21. The judge says she'll make a ruling by the end of this month.
Starting in the fall, the Opportunity Scholarship will allow all New Mexicans to earn a credit-bearing certificate or college degree tuition-free. This will apply on top of the state's existing lottery scholarship. You have to live in New Mexico for at least a year before becoming eligible.
Time now for the 5 facts.
We start with number 5 here. City summer camps are filling up quickly. Places like the Biopark are already opening up the registration for their summer programs. Other camps, too. Camps like the Little Gym of Albuquerque and the Harwood Art Center are moving forward with COVID-safe protocols. With early bird registration open, spots are filling up quickly.
At number 4, New Mexico health officials, they are changing the way that they track COVID-19. Rather than looking at the number of known cases, they are instead focusing on how the virus is affecting the community at large. Well, the updated approach offers a more encouraging perspective, as well as showing some declining proportions of hospital beds that are occupied by COVID patients.
And at number 3, we are going to be staying warm today. Temperatures are going to be making it back into the upper 60s and 70s across the state. However, we will see more clouds and some breezes starting up.
At number 2, a Santa Fe police officer and an innocent driver are dead this morning after a carjacking turned kidnapping and chase. Police say around 11 yesterday morning, officers were called to the Vizcaya apartments after a man stole a woman's car at knife point with her still inside. Police spotted the white stolen car heading north in the southbound lanes of I-25, then giving chase and trying to avoid oncoming cars. But it ended in a horrific scene between the Old Pecos Trail and El Dorado exits. Police say that the kidnapped woman was able to escape and was taken to the hospital. The suspect got away and is still on the run.
Finally, number 1 for you, the Santa Fe Police Department is mourning the loss of their fallen brother in blue, 43-year-old Officer Robert Duran. Officer Duran joined Santa Fe Police back in 2015. Last night, a convoy of law enforcement officers escorted the fallen officer from Santa Fe to Albuquerque. Officer Duran leaves behind a wife and 2 teenage sons. We'll be following his case for you right here on KRQE News 13.